Bacon, what's everybody getting themselves into on this Freaky Friday? You already know, we right here at work decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals. See what's the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve, you heard me. Happy Valentine's Day. We're probably not going to get that many people on here, right? Because it is Valentine's Day. I know people are with their loved ones and whatnot, right? But you already know we slaving away, so decided to hop on and maybe see, what's popping. At least here, the weather is a lot better. It's not perfect because it's still gloomy and cold, but at least it's not raining like yesterday, because yesterday, man, that storm was grave. Shit was pouring. So at least it's not raining, hard or anything like that. So people actually get to enjoy their Valentine's, probably going out and eating and whatnot. What's up, homie? What's cracking, little Rich? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Hope you're having a feed midday. Derek is definitely up in the building. What's good, my boy? It's raining out here too. Oh, serio? Now over here we haven't had any rain since the morning, right? But I mean like the morning since like 7 or. Other than that, it's been just a gloomy, cold day. But at least the weather's behaving for people to be able to enjoy their Friday, their Valentine's, I guess. Oh, Mr. Pasa is definitely up in the casa for the raza. Whoa, whoa. Payday, just getting ready. That's right, to make the squilla illa illa. Hustle don't stop, even during the holidays, even during Valentine's. Ni modos. The week work was slow. Was it? Oh, because of the rain, no? Está cabrón. Yeah, I feel you. The rain does tend to slow down, production. Should be getting hectic during the rain. So I feel you. I hate working when it's raining too, because it just makes it worse right here at the Hale. It's bad enough that we work in the cold and then wet and cold. Those shits just don't go good together. And I've been car hunting. It's stressful. Finding the right one. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. What are you trying to like go to a dealer or you're trying to get one off the streets? If you get one off the streets, you got to make sure you take a camarada who maybe is like a mechanic, with you, because you just never know, That way they can at least check out the ranfla before you buy it. Because, motherfuckers ain't really going to tell you what it is. They don't give you the runarounds. That way when you're like, hey, now, hey, can I bring my camarada? He's a mechanic. And they'd be like, oh, I don't know, bro. Then you already know that there's all kinds of shit wrong with it. Most people probably called off today. Probably, bro. I wouldn't even doubt it. Give it a shout out. What's cracking like in the Mexican G? I hate cold warehouse. Yeah, serio. And cold and wet is just not. It's just they don't mean go good together. It don't matter. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. You know what you should try to also? You should try to look up también. What are those shits called? The car auctions. The car auctions that they do like in the impound yards where they auction off cars, because you could get pretty nice cars for cheap prices, right? All the cars that people don't pick up, like when they get busted or whatever the fuck, you get a nice car for cheap right there también. Most people don't think about that when they're looking at cars, but that's a good place to look for them too. I know a lot of people that have gotten nice ass whips right there, going rims and systems and everything, bro. You'll be surprised. What's up, Shadow? Is Glendale 818 was born there? Workers feedback. Yeah, Glendale is the 818. It's already when the 818 is becoming the 323 or 213. Depends, which side you're going towards. But it's already the last before you reach northeast Los Angeles. Literally the last city before transitioning into LA, or what people consider LA. Buying a car off Craigslist. Oh, serio, Craigslist? Nah, you'll get set up. They don't give a fuck right there. Yeah, bring a mechanic and I know what to look for. Orderly, I feel you. I feel you. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you always want to make sure because you never know. You think you got a sweet ass deal. You're driving next, be sounding like there's a drive by. Your shit just breaks down. Chingados. You go back to tell the motherfucker, hey, what the fuck? Just to find out that the house is empty. They didn't even live there. Crime scene cars of drug dealers get seized by the feds. Serio. And then they auction those motherfuckers off, bro. 100, 100, did I hear 200, 200, 300, 300, 400. Cadillac Eldorado sold to the lovely man right there for $375 and a piece of bubblegum. Like, no mames. Rochero saca la carne asada, cata modelos. Eso es todo, hijo. Ya saliendo del jale. Oh, but not today is Valentine's. Make it GoFundMe scam. Make it GoFundMe scam? Why would I do that? Meaning like some YouTubers do? Marvelous bit his tongue at the end of the day. Yeah, she's crazy. When you ever come on the internet and you're insulting people, right? I mean, to think or to not expect retaliation is just dumb. Like, if you are talking shit about somebody, then expect them to retaliate, bro. Retaliation is always a must. Despite whoever it is, always expect some form of retaliation, bro. So I feel like he just didn't maybe think that his kids would retaliate against him, right? Or would have retaliated against him. But you'll be surprised the influence that social media has, right? Because now they feel like you forced their hand, right? Because what people might say about them, or what are people going to think now about them? So now they have no choice but to do something, because they don't want to be seen as this or that, or be called this and that. That's the influence that the internet holds on individuals, bro, that they actually care about the opinions of other people, right? So then shit like this ends up happening because, nobody refuses to be the adults or the bigger people, right? Because they feel, like they're obligated to somehow convince these other people of otherwise, when it's like, who the fuck are they? Why should you convince them of anything? Who gives a fuck what people think? But sad to say that the world doesn't see it that way. I made a fake GoFundMe for a fake deceased family member, and I bought a BMW and some. Damn, serio, my boy? And with no shame, you were able to sleep at night todavía a toda madre o un desmadre? Sad to say that I would believe that people are like that, though. What are your thoughts on predators? What are your thoughts on predators judges on YouTube? Like the ones that actually the ones that actually look to expose predator, or like do their own investigations and catching them. GoFundMe will get you a new car in no time. Give it a man, as I said. What's good, Eric? Marvelous made his own bed. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he had said that he doesn't give a fuck about what people think, and he has already came to the realization of that. So we'll see if that's true or not. I'm disappointed in Sonny for his actions of backing that vato. Sonny's backing that vato? Like who? Marvelous? But see, if he's backing up Marvelous, it's not because he's backing up Marvelous actions, but more because this is just me assuming, because of the people who are targeting Marvelous, right? Like the people that Sonny's not too fond of, like American Cholo and Blue Devil and people like that, right? Who Sonny has, a dislike towards, right? So I feel like, you know, it's more of a pushback towards them individual than an actual support of these individuals' actions, right? That's just my personal opinion, though. You know, he doesn't want to give these individuals any type of um, like they're actually right or anything like that, right? Have you heard of the new Drake diss song towards Kendrick and LeBron? What the hell does LeBron have anything to do with? Are you being serious? And LeBron? Why LeBron though? Or is LeBron like some type of new rapper or some shit like that? You mean the basketball player LeBron? Why the fuck would he diss LeBron for? LeBron ain't even a rapper. Or did he start rapping all of a sudden? I wouldn't be surprised. So many NBA people now rapping. Old man lost his morals and mind. Would you say Marvelous is a con artist? Would I say Marvelous is a con artist? I don't believe Marvelous is a con artist, right? I believe he believes in what he says when he's on here, speaking his mind or on topics, right? I don't believe that he's looking to, con people of anything, right? Especially like this type of information like that just came out is not something that, he was trying to, uh, how could I say, it wasn't something that he did it on YouTube. Like he didn't meet her on YouTube and manipulate her that way, right? It's kind of something that just happened in his personal life that spilled onto the internet, right? Compared to where if he were to be on the internet trying to do those type of things, right? Like manipulate women and etc. Now maybe in his own like world, right? Um, like manipulating the female, right? But as to say he's a con artist on here trying to do that, I wouldn't think so. Just based off of him saying he's for the, but didn't do shit for the. Did he say that too? See, probably because I don't really watch their content like that, that I'm not aware of, these type of things. I don't know if he really did say he's for the gente too. It's no diss towards these individuals or nothing like that, or me trying to throw shade at them or whatever. It's just that I prefer to watch different type of content, right? So it's not that, how could I say that I'm intentionally, not watching their content. I tend to watch different stuff that's, you know, from time to time, if it pops up, if there's something interesting, then I'll scope it out, right? Or whatever people send me, right? But other than that, I'm in a whole different world when it comes to content. Well, you already have seen the type of content that I watch. If the other party started the gossip or insult, people should feel bad when they play victim. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when he went on there and he insulted them and calling them fake gangsters and that they're not like that and this, then the fallback, I mean, it's like, well, if you used your platform to now ridicule them and insult them and discredit them, and they don't have a platform for them to speak on, then people can't be upset when somebody provides the platform for them now to, how can I say, defend themselves or give their side of the story or their perspective. You feel me? Because you kind of open those doors by, taking the shots first on social media, right? by you coming on here and using your platform and the audience to try to, paint them a certain way, then you can't be mad when they now use somebody else's platform to now voice their version of the tales, right? Because you kind of brought this upon yourself now. Because if he would have never done that, then I don't think those individuals would have felt the need to do what they did. You get what I'm saying? But now when you have a bunch of people, looking at them a certain way or something like that, then it's kind of like they feel like you're pushing their hand now to do something about it. Davato, he's 4'9". Toothless. Oh well, I don't know. I don't know about the size and all that other stuff, right? But um, crazy shit though. Hey, you gotta be ruthless to get ahead in life. Ruthless, my style as a juvenile, ran with a gang, slanged in the meanwhile. Did you see the predator hunter knock at the... Nah, I didn't. See, predator hunters though, even though I feel like they do something good for the community, right? Sometimes when they do, like, they let their emotions get the best of them, right? If anything, they hinder cases, right? They just jeopardize cases, right? Because whatever evidence they obtain or whatever, how can I say, it could cripple whatever case law enforcement would have built up against them, right? If you don't do it the right way. So if anything, like, you kind of help them, um, not intentionally, right? But you kind of help them get away with the crimes. I could test with Marvelous and follow him. Social media is included. I feel you. I feel you. I do the same as well. So I get where you're coming from. There's certain things I just don't, you know? Yeah, I feel you, Eric, because I have a daughter as well. So, and it's crazy because he has daughters too. What up? What's cracking like my boy? Thoughts on Drake's new album with Party Next Door? I haven't scoped it out. I'm barely finding out that he did a diss track towards Kendrick and LeBron James for some strange reason. He's now involved somehow. If Telet buys the stolen phone, there might be a RICO charge or something. Buys the stolen phone? I think that's diving more into the details that I don't know about. I think that's already going into stuff that I'm not aware of. Marvelous shot a Glock. They brought a airstrike. Did they? And all of this is like on the internet, live on the internet. That's crazy. People telling on themselves is trending. Hey, law enforcement loves it. Yeah, of course. I mean, makes their jobs easier. That shit is crazy, bro. I'm always mind blown of stuff like that. I'm just like, so when people ask me questions, I'm like, bro, I never owned a gun a day in my life. I don't even believe in weapons. I don't even believe in crime in general. I believe in peace and harmony. I have never committed a crime a day in my life or held a weapon. Like, why would you want people to think the opposite of that, bro? Like, people are so fucking goofy, bro. And it's like those people are the ones that have never done none of those things too, to top it off. Because trust me, those who do stuff like that do not want people to know that they do stuff like that. As a matter of fact, you rather people think that it was somebody else. It would be better. Let other people take credit for it. It's better for you. Because if they know, guess who else is gonna know? Law enforcement. And that's something your homies teach you, bro. I remember as a youngster, homies were like, "Yeah, bro, like you ain't catch enemies. Hey, bro, say a different hood. That way, you throw all the attention towards the opposite way. That way, people, law enforcement doesn't focus on you guys, because that's the rule of the game to, do the highest to get away with it. Like, but then how would people know that it was us that did it? Like, that's the point. They're not supposed to know it was you guys, bro. We're the only ones that are supposed to know. Not the fucking. There is no audience in the streets. That's one of the things that blows my mind. In the streets, there's no audience. You don't need to show or prove anything to nobody. There is no audience. Only you guys are supposed to know, not nobody else. Let everybody else think whatever the fuck they want. As long as you guys know what it is. That's the only opinions that matter, bro. What the fuck? How would they know that it was us? What? Why are you looking to fucking satisfy them, bro? Fucking goofball. God, people are so fucking stupid. And it's like, and this is shit that you're taught since the beginning, bro. I can teach you how to scam shit. Nah, I'm straight. I'd rather die broke with my morals, than to live like a king with scandals. I was 10 or hunger. Today, Drake is upset because LeBron was vibing with Kendrick diss track about Drake. Oh man, if that's the reason why he dissed LeBron, then Drake might as well go on there and start dissing the whole world, because everybody was vibing and everybody was singing along. Everybody who was in all the concerts that he's performed that song, right? There was multiple basketball players vibing. Shit, almost everybody in the Super Bowl was singing along. What are your thoughts on? Actually, I have mixed thoughts, right, on that. I probably would do a video on him, because I don't know. There's a lot of things that were done that are, in my personal opinion, kind of, eyebrow raising, right? Like, that's strange. But like I said, too. And he's not the only one, though. There's been a lot of people that have held that type of praise who have been controversial. Mother Teresa's another one. I forgot the name of she was like a saint. Oh, saint, like a nun saint, right? But she was quite the evil person. But there's been a lot of people that have held that type of status who have been that gangster disciples and black pea stones, Atlantic Kings were given grants by the government at one point. Yes, actually, yes, that is actually true. And they weren't the only ones. There's been actually a time in history where the government did try to actually help individuals out, right? But I have always said this: you don't fix problems by giving people stuff. That's how can I say, that's never going to fix the problems, right? It's not them, being able to obtain these things. The problems go deeper than that. They're more, the problem that cripples the streets is more emotional than something that's financially, or location wise, right? That's the reason why people, move and to different spots, yet their kids don't change their behaviors, right? If anything, they just it just spreads out to the new location because it wasn't the areas. It wasn't them not being able to obtain, you know, school or funds. You know, you get what I mean? It's an emotional problem. And if the emotional problem's not getting fixed, no matter what you give these individuals, you know, no matter what you provide them, it's not going to change the damn thing if the source of the problem's not getting fixed. You know, same reason with the homeless thing. Like they built all these new homes, right? Like for the homeless, right? They build all these new homes and spend so much money on it. Yet it's not fixing the homeless problem because, like I said, you can give them stuff, but it's not gonna change anything, bro. If you're not actually teaching them how to be, productive people of society, and if you're not helping them how to cope with their emotions, bro. You know, because if they're emotionally unstable, it don't matter how much money you give them in a new home and everything. They're not going to be able to sustain it, bro. Because the main, problem, the main source of the problem is not being fixed. That's why I always say you don't get, nothing out of giving people stuff. Isn't really from Compton. Yeah, I would appreciate Shadow and Sadboy local release. Did they? I'm gonna have to scope that out. My bad for the link comment. It's not. No, it's all good, my boy. What state? Tupac's mom was a black. Yeah, there she was. Metro area. He's not a Drake fan like you. I'm still tripping out that he dissed LeBron James though. That's to me, that came out of nowhere. Like LeBron James, what the hell? Because I mean, he's just a basketball player. Like, why drag him into the beef, right? I mean, it's not like LeBron raps, Like, because there was multiple basketball players that vibe to that song. That's why I'm like, why he chose to target LeBron. You had Russell, you had DeRosa, who else was there? There was several basketball players. LeBron gonna hire Shaq to diss Drake. If he's gonna hire somebody, he should hire Damian Lillard. He would probably come up with a decent size diss rap. Out of all the NBA people that I have heard rap, Shaq is very skillful. He's probably number 2. But I feel like Damian Lillard has surpassed him. Then it's Shaq. Then it's probably a much. I feel like his lyrics are pretty good. Lonzo's all right. Lonzo's more of a gimmick rapper. Lou Williams gets down too. I feel like some of these. Because not all of them are great. Like Allen Iverson, I really didn't feel him, or JaVale McGee, or Aaron Gordon. He said Drake actually has LeBron tattooed on him. No, he does not. Why? Look, I'm a super hardcore Laker fan. I love basketball. I love the Lakers. I would never get none of those individuals tattooed on me, bro. Like meaning like their faces or anything like that, like Shaq or Kobe or Magic. you know. Gunner said he's gonna create a panel of high subscriber YouTubers and talk about Rio Raza struggles and will donate because he is going to. Do you think he has? No. You know, but I don't believe that he's actually willing to do that though, or has it, or that he said that. It's just not in his. It's just not in his mode. It's just not his, motive. Like it's not. It's not within his character. So he feels backstabbed because he liked the guy's song. He does realize that it's just a song, right? So you really ain't interested in scamming? No, I understand how much money you could make in scamming. I'm just not willing to. Like, I'm not. How can I say? Naive and all that, right? Like, I'm just not willing to do that kind of stuff. Because if that would have been the case, I would have been doing that from the very gates, right? With clickbaits and outlandish topics and stuff like that. But bring back Damon to the Trailblazers. Serio, but he's trying to make it happen in Milwaukee. He does Google it. That is crazy. I'm gonna Google it, and if he does, man, that's just, I don't know, that was weird. Yeah, but those individuals don't have shame, my guy. But their emotions wouldn't be, how can I say, his emotional structure wouldn't allow him to keep his composure when it comes to topics like that. He's very emotional and, very paranoid. So I feel like that would just hinder the whole entire conversation. Would you get it, LeBron or Kobe? Or hell no. Would you get a rapper like Drake tattooed on? I would never get no other individual tattooed on me. I don't give a fuck, who they are, what they have done. Especially somebody of that, because you truly don't know these individuals, right? Like, you may like their music, or you may like the way they think or their spills on some stuff, right? But in all true reality, you truly don't know the individuals, right? Because, for all you know, they could have, all kinds of scandals that you're not aware of, right? Because like I said, you truly don't have a connection and bond with these individuals. You only see and hear what they allow you to see and what they tell you. So therefore, people truly don't know these individuals. That's why it's always a shock to everybody whenever all these scandals come out. Like, damn, I can't believe it. He was like that. Well, yeah, is it really so far-fetched? It's not like people truly know these individuals. That's why I have always said, like, people really are dying in the hill for these people that they don't even know. Like, what have these people done that you praise them so much? You know what I mean? Or that you idolize them so much? Like, you truly don't know these individuals and, who they are. And because of that lack of knowledge is the reason why I just wouldn't, because I truly don't know them. And how could I, do something like that or give somebody that amount of loyalty when I truly don't know them? But that's just my personal opinion on the matter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.